Horace Sr. was 67 when he died. He was diagnosed as having muscle cancer. He'd been complaining about his stomach all the time, pain in his stomach. And I would try to relieve him with whatever care I could give him. And he says I did better sometimes than what the doctor did. But he was always wanting to get out because he was never a person to give up. And he was in a lot of pain, and they did whatever they could to relieve his intense pain. But he got better at times. Although he died of cancer at age 67, he was diagnosed at least 4 or 5 years prior to that time. January the 17th, 1976. And it was bitter cold, and I says, Horace, you want me to stay? He says, no, you go home. And so I went home, and his brother called me about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and told me that Horace had passed because the hospital called his brother. It was strange. We were sitting in the church with the funeral procession. And then everything was so quiet, and all of a sudden, one of the flowers bent over and clicked. And we thought that Horace was telling us goodbye. It was so strange how it happened. And he probably was. He was a fun type guy, happy-go-lucky. He was a father that always wanted to take us on trips and see things. And he even taught the kids. He made a workbench down in the basement. And he took the kids down there and taught them how to do things. And that's why they're handy in the house today. The dollar didn't mean anything to him because he always wanted to be rich. And the numbers were in at that time. And he played the numbers every day. And he was going to, for 20 years, he was going to be a rich man. But the funny thing about it, he would play the numbers every day. And then one time he would come home and he pulled all the shades down and he had a shopping bag in his hand. We didn't know what was going on. And so after he got all the shades down, and he came into the room, opened up the shopping bag, just threw the money all over the room. He had a shopping bag full of money where it hit the numbers. Just flew all over the place. Horace was funny. You never knew what to expect next. We lived together for 40 years, and during those whole years, I wasn't allowed to make any special dinner. Not for Thanksgiving, not for Christmas, not for Easter. And when Horace passed, and I was going to cook Thanksgiving dinner, I didn't know how to make a turkey. I was scared to death. I called somebody and says, how do you make a turkey? Because I would get up early in the morning on Christmas or either Thanksgiving, go down in the kitchen, and Marcia would say, Daddy, Mama's down there in that kitchen. So he'd get up and come down, oh, no, no, no. So the only thing at Christmas time that I was allowed to do was to grate the sweet potato. When I would come home, knowing that he was in the dining room in that hospital bed, the first thing I would see, because my dining room faced the front door, and the first thing I would see would be that hospital bed with Horace in it, because he would be looking for me and I'd be looking for him. So it was very strange to know that he wasn't there anymore. But time takes care of everything, so it commenced to wean. And starts to get less and less tension on you. And that's how it happens.